Hi everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I create different roses. These are all ones using pretty much the same technique, but as you can see, all of them turn out very different, and it's just something very fun for me to do, and it's very relaxing. And so I thought that I would just show you a couple of tips on how to make them. You do not have to be an expert to paint, and it's just something, instead of coloring or some other way to create art, this is just a beautiful way that you can even create your own art for your walls, or a card if you wanted to make a card for somebody, or just whatever you wanted to do with it. So let's get started. The first thing I wanted to share with you is the paper that I'm going to be using. This is watercolor paper. You can usually find this in any craft store. You can also find it at Walmart, and I am using this one that is 9 by 12, and it's 140 pounds, and it is 25% cotton. And the brush that I will be using will be this round 18. This is by Master's Touch. And then also you will need to have some water. So I just have some water over here, as well as a paint palette. And so this one, my sister-in-law got me all of this stuff for Christmas one year, and so the paints that I will be using will be a few different colors. I have this pinkish rose color, this light green, yellow. I also like to use kind of like a teal, and then a mauve. And some of these names, I don't know the names of them, so I'm just going to guess here. And you just need the tiniest bit. So I'm going to get my paint set up here, and then we will start painting. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is to get your brush wet. And also another thing that you will want to have on hand is some paper towels. So I just have this off to the side, and that way I can use it to highlight or to dab my brush on. So you just get it a little bit wet, not too wet, and then you will start with whatever color it is that you want as the main color. So I'm going to start with the rose color. The first thing that you want to do is to create the center, and then you'll make some curves around that, and this is going to give you the beginning of your rose. Now there are several different perspectives that you can draw a rose from. I usually like to draw it from right above a rose, and not the side view but the top view, and then you just start connecting them. Then you go in with a little bit more water, and kind of spread it out a little bit. And so this gives you the beginning of a rose. Now I like to definitely mix different colors in there. I'm going to go ahead and go with the mauve color here, just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more fun color. Having the different colors in here makes it just a little bit more interesting to look at. And then you can go in with a little bit more pink, wherever it is that you want more. And as you can see, it starts to take its, as it dries, it really, you let the water take its shape. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start making the leaves. So with this, I actually want to add a little bit of yellow to this. Just something a little unexpected in different spots. Now I'm going to mix a little bit of the green and blue together to give it that nice little teal color. Just something a little different than the typical green. As you can see, adding the different colors in there just really gives it a very beautiful look. This is what makes watercolor so much fun, is just adding all of the different colors in there and watching them dry. Now sometimes you can get just a tad bit too much water in there. When that happens, you just kind of dry it off. You just gather some of the water up. Highlighting this side of it. So that means just taking off a little bit here and there. And you can also do that with the rose as well. So you just take off different spots using a damp brush, and it kind of fades it out a little. A rose.